Hello, where is everybody? Come on, people. Come on, people.
Chris, that is actually quite cool. Ho, ho, ho.
Santa's stuck in my head.
That is quite cool, actually. I actually really like that.
Only £5 per Mazda.
You know the problem, Josh? We're actually on time. That's the problem.
Ah, that's the problem.
Yeah, people don't expect us to be on time, do they? That's the thing, yeah.
5 minutes late. But it's Christmas!
It is Christmas.
And do you want to know something? Makes it change that all panel members are actually drinking beer.
Yeah.
Well, alcohol.
Well, I'm always drinking beer.
That's what I said, every panel member.
When am I not? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hold
If I
on.
looked like Drew, I would have as well.
Fresh out of Facebook jail, are you heard of?
I just realised something. I've not got the link. Ah.
Who did you offend, Hodor?
Everybody, probably. And also, it's like his 9th Facebook ban, I think, of the year. So,
Nice. But you knew something right when you keep getting banned.
I've never had a Facebook ban ever.
Oh, I went for a stage of getting them continuously. That's why I set up the second account.
I got to the point where I was told I'd get one more ban. My main profile would be permanently banned. So I was like, I'd better back off on
It's just
some of the stuff like that.
every time Chris puts up a selfie, they're like, ban.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a selfie.
No, you're a troll.
Yep. I would literally annoy the living hell out of people just for the hell of it.
I don't know how you could do that, Chris. I really don't.
Nick's got beer. Nick's got beer too. Nick, are you going to jump on with us in a bit? It's the open show, so we might as well have one of our moderators on if he can get himself a nice quiet position.
I have a question for you, Josh. Where's your Christmas hat?
I don't have one. I'm Jewish. It's Hanukkah for me, mate.
Happy Hanukkah.
So,
Last week before?
yeah. It's not really. I'm not really, but no, I'm just not very Christmassy.
You're a Grinch, basically.
No, not at all. Like, do you know what? Like the other night, I was off work ill yesterday, and for the first time ever, I never take fucking sick days, and you can probably hear I sound like absolute shit, and I feel like absolute shit. It's not COVID. I've not got temperature. I can still taste this delicious beer, so I'm good.
So you can't be that unwell.
But no, man, I needed a beer. The beer's my medicine, dude. My medicine. But yeah, it was fucking rough as shit. So, but I went downstairs, like spent a bit of the day up here. Went downstairs, thought I need to tidy up because the kids have made a hell out of it. It's a hellhole. But I turned all the Christmas lights on. I put on some Christmas music. Tried to get myself in the Christmas spirit, and it worked. God, hold on, you're gonna get more Facebook bans with those comments, mate.
That's cute. Yeah, you are.
Unfortunately, I can't see anything, being I've got no choice but to use my phone at the moment, thanks to my laptop deciding I'm going to update at the last second.
And you say I'm a twat for tech.
No, my tech's just fucked because it's old.
Evening, Gavin. There's a link somewhere, Gavin, if you want to jump on at any point, buddy. I know you expressed an interest tonight.
I'm a little bit sad because I broke one of my tripod drip tips, so I'm a bit annoyed. So I've now got this one on it.
Ooh.
This is actually an official tripod drip tip, but it's more the mouth to lung drip tip. But
Yeah,
it's still quite.
I thought I'd pull my hacker back out again. Been a while.
I don't want to know where it's been.
In the cupboard.
Yeah, one of these ones. So literally, it fell over, and the drip tip just snapped.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had a sorry incident. I actually broke my first fatality glass the other day, but I was more gutted by the fact I chipped my half moon tip.
It's half moon, mate. Don't replace it.
I'm not sending it all the way to Pat.
So you have to send it. You have to send it to Pat. You fill in the form. You send him a picture, and they'll just send you a new one.
Really?
Yeah.
Then I'll have that one then.
I mean, I have chipped loads of Half Moon drip tips, and I'm not. It was like, oh, just fill in the 419 and they'll send you a new one. I ain't that cheap. Do you know what I mean? But
to be honest, Andy gave me the tip anyway, and it's a stubby one, and I don't really get on with them, but I don't mind them on an RTA. So I'll leave it on there. It's not too badly chipped. It's just a little nick outside of it. It's not cut me or anything.
what was your UK first Hodor? I'm interested.
Oh, I dread to think. Yes, I do still have that Avid Life mod. I have both my AVs. Thank you. Jacobus.
Vinny's not one for selling stuff. He'll occasionally trade if there's something he wants more.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have known him to sell one mod, and that was his big brass hog.
Oh, yeah, well, they weren't for reviews, Chris. I bought them. I sold both my hogs and my piglet, or whatever the hell it was called. But they weren't review mods. They were the ones I bought personally for my collection.
You're
Vinny
more like hogs.
Power.
Yeah, when I used to be a power fiend. I tell you what, though, I won't actually mind a hog again. I was thinking that the other day.
See, they've never really interested me, hogs. They're just too big. They're just too fat in the hand, I think.
No, they don't feel too big in our hands because
especially now I use this. I mean, this is fucking tiniest little mod on the fucking planet. So the new 18350 version of this literally like gets covered up by somebody's thumb.
Jesus.
Absolutely tiny.
I put it down and forget where I put it. I would do. I'm bad enough as it is anyway.
That's where I used to have the hogs.
Oh, first person to be stung by a stingray.
Oh, shit.
Oh, nice.
He's actually shown me the wound on his hand. It's friggin' horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nasty little venom they've got.
Yeah, it's an anticoagulant, I think, isn't it? It struggles to...
Luckily, it's not that lethal unless it does the Steve Irwin and gets you...
right in the heart. Yeah.
Is that where it got him?
Yeah.
Yeah, it went through like the rib cage.
Jesus Christ. Evening, Josh.
Evening, Mr. King. Hope you're doing well. Jason Statham 2. I know you're Jason Statham 1 in your circles, but to us, you're Jason Statham 2.
Well, let's be honest, he looks more like Jason Statham than Andy does.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah. I bet he's not married to Rosie Huntington Whiteley though, is he?
No. I found a random beer in my fridge. I've never had a Coors Light. That's actually quite nice.
Is it?
Well, it's drinkable. Let's put it that way. Right now, I'll probably drink anything if it has some sort of alcohol content in it.
So I got my Christmas beer haul delivered today, but
you won't have any left by the
Christmas beer,
and the white literally. So like my craft beer Christmas haul that I get, and so the nice guy from my local indie dropped it up to me at work. He's like, "I'll bring it up to you in the pissing rain." It's like, "Sorry, Chris, I feel really bad." I said, "Nah, it's all right. Don't worry about it." Like, yeah. So I got myself.
You're probably the reason why he's still in business.
No, I mean he does really well. Like his shop is quite amazing. Tiny little shop, but he's got. I mean, when I ordered my order yesterday, he had 380 different types of beer in stock.
Jesus.
And it's all like craft or Belgian or. So I did my order. He dropped out to me, and I brought it home. And the missus just like, right, I'll put that in a bag and I'll hide it.
Yeah.
So I know where it's hidden, but it's
out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. If it's not in the fridge, I won't drink it. Luckily, so go in the fridge. Go in the fridge. Christmas Eve. I've got enough. I've got enough Tesco beer to see me through until then. So,
Timmy.
Hello, Timmy.
Happy Christmas, Timmy. Well, it's kind of Christmas. This Christmas is the we're gonna get.
Nice to see Timmy in. Hope Timmy's keeping well.
Tell you what, there's the link in the comments.
Yeah, we're getting a Mortal family member in, and there's no Team Immortal members on the panel to. Listen, guys, this is an open show. If anybody wants to come and join us,
I have just shared the link. It's sat there.
we can have up to 10 of us. So if you want to come on live with us and just shoot the shit, feel more than free. The show's a bit different.
It's the LXV Christmas party.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
And we'll let you know now. We're obviously not going to be live next Friday because it's Christmas, and we won't be live the Friday after because it's New Year's Eve. Not that anybody can really do anything for New Year's Eve, so you never know. But we're not planning to be live for the next 2 Fridays.
Gosh, still sit in your underwear and get pissed.
Some of us have got to work, Chris.
I think
that sucks to be you then.
I think I'm taking the missus out for a meal, actually.
Really? How?
We need a tumbleweed bumper.
Now, because I'm in tier 2, mate. I can go to restaurants.
Oh, I'm in the Midlands. It's all tier 3.
Yeah, we still are as well, Chris. Not that it makes a slight difference to me.
I'm in tier 2, so all the restaurants are open. So yeah,
could be worse. Could be in Manchester.
No, it's still tier 3. Still exactly the same. Yeah.
I thought it was tier 4.
There's not a tier 4 in England.
Oh, ain't there?
No, 3's the highest it goes in England.
Guys, if you want to jump on, hit the link. It'll bring you to StreamYard, grant permissions, and you'll flash up below, and me and Vinny will bring you on.
Yeah, Josh, yes, I have got Christmas off work this year. I worked last Christmas, so I get this Christmas off.
Nice.
So does that mean you're cooking Christmas dinner?
I've got it off. But yeah, I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to Christmas. I've got a hell of a lot of shopping to do yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
I've done all of mine. All of mine's done. I've
sort of done mine.
I've got 4 presents bought. That's it.
Well, luckily for me, I have to buy. The wife does all the kids. You know, I put the money in the account. She obviously works, but I put the money in the account and she just spends it, which is fine. She buys all the kids' presents. I had to buy for her. I had to buy for one of my guys at work. I just bought a bottle of rum and he's already had that. and we do a secret Santa with a group of friends, so I had to buy that, which the wife actually bought for me anyway in the end because I forgot. and I don't even buy for my mum because Vicky does a homemade hamper thing, so should we do one of those for her instead? So yeah, it's quite easy. So I've bought the presents I had to buy, shipped them off to my mum's for wrapping.
I like your style, Josh. My wrapping is atrocious.
I just get the mother-in-law to wrap all the boys. Job done. Saves me doing it.
I think I might actually have to wrap some in bandages this year because I can wrap up a bandage really, really well, but wrapping paper, no chance.
Like we have like giant shrink wrap at work, like black shrink wrap at work. And I know a couple of the boys in the past have literally just gone, oh no, just wrapped it in this black shrink wrap. It's like giant black cling film. And everything that you like, if you lay it down afterwards, like on something dusty, all the dust just sticks to it. And like, remember one of my colleagues bought his missus a Dyson Hoover because that's what she wanted for Christmas. Why the fuck you'd want a Hoover for Christmas? Don't know. But yeah, I can't wrap this, and just wrapped it in black wrap. Gave it to.
Oh Jesus! Do you want to see something really graphic?
Ooh.
It's Hoddle's stingray wound.
Oh, that's a big hole. That's what she said. Damn.
Yeah.
Where's that? On his arm or something?
Looks like elbow. Looks like just under there. Oh, nice. What's the mongrel like, Josh? I was looking at that earlier. My mate Gavin, who's in the chat. Hey, Gav. Got 2 of them the other day, and they actually look quite good.
It's a single coil, but apparently it can take quite a big honking single coil, can't it?
Yeah, I've really struggled with single coils. Really struggle.
So I used to always struggle with single coils, and it's only now that I've got into this sort of lower wattage style of vaping that it like single coils make sense. So Andy said to me, "Oh, Josh, I'm sorting out your Christmas coil package. What do you want?" And I just said, "Mate, just singles." So
Josh, what has happened, dude?
Mate, trust me. Like next time I see you, probably 2 years time, knowing the way the world's going at the minute.
I reckon October Expo.
Yeah.
I reckon October Expo. I don't think it'll be May because I don't think everyone will be vaccinated by then. I think it'll be October.
Well, I've just booked a way to go to Barcelona in September, so I really fucking hope I can go away.
It wouldn't surprise me if you've not got to be vaccinated before you can travel.
Yeah, I mean, that's September, and the good thing is it's a work perk. So if I can't go, like they'll just like it costs me nothing to stay there anyway. Like we were looking at the flights last night, so flying from Bristol, it's like what was it? It was £55 return per person from Bristol to Barcelona.
That's cheap.
So we're going to book those in January because they're still really cheap, and if it doesn't come off, it doesn't come off.
Yeah, you reckon? Josh just said if he thinks it'll take a 4 mil.
Yeah, I think I saw Bogan's little not review that he had it on something the other day. When I was sat here sick the other day, I was just literally like looking through random videos, and he had one in. He had a massive, great big coil, and I'd say it's definitely 4mm ID.
Yeah. Anyone got anything new this week?
I've got Disaronno.
That's actually really boring.
Hopefully by the time we do the next show, I'll have the new Limelight mod, the brand new one. Hopefully.
Also got Santa's feet.
Yes, Chris.
Well, you asked if it was new.
Yeah. I wish I hadn't bothered. I haven't had any deliveries. I've had a juice delivery for a review, which I've not looked at yet. It's still in the packet. I've not even opened it. But
as you can see behind me, I got a shitload of Donut King. Nice and cheap, so I just bought the whole range.
Haven't tried the pre-show. Pretty good stuff.
Haven't tried it before. The drip test, I drip tested all of them. They all taste pretty good. One of them I decided to pour all over my one of my seats and
and the floor.
And the floor.
And where did you get the Donut King from, Josh?
I got it from my local shop, Vape Heads. Mate, I didn't do it for the plug.
Look.
Surely knows that. Surely knows that. Yeah, so I can plug Shawnee all I want, but he's a good guy. He looks after me. Do you know what I mean? He's my local vape shop now. He looks after me, and he knows he gets. I know it's not a new range, but it's a new range to him, and he wants to know if it's going to be worth putting in a big order for it. So he comes to me and goes, "Can you basically let me know if it's any good?" and gives it to me on a nice deal. So I said, "Look, I'll take one of all the range, and I'll come back to him in a week's time, and after I've tried them all, and go, this one's worth it, this one's not worth it." Do you know what I mean? And that's what he gets from that. So
I'd definitely be interested in that strawberry and coconut one, or raspberry and coconut. Sorry,
the raspberry coconut. It tastes like a donut on a sandy beach holiday with loads of suntan lotion around. It made my living room smell nice after I spilled half a bottle of it.
There's a face only a mother could love. You should have so been a Bond villain.
So that's a brand new bottle, as you can see. That's what I decided to pour over my floor.
Let's be honest, we've all done it. We've all been there.
I was drip testing and I pulled the lid off, just assumed that the cap was there, went like that and just poured it all over the floor because the cap got stuck in the top. The wife just looked at me like, and my daughter's like, Daddy!
Yeah, a bit of warm soapy water and it'll be off.
Oh, mate, it cleaned up real easy. It's not a problem. Like my table and chairs are battered by the kids anyway. Like the covers on them.
Who cleared it up
anyway?
That's the big question. Who actually cleared it up?
It'll be the wife.
I cleaned it up. Of course, I cleaned it up. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've not tried. I've seen it around for years. I've just never tried it. But I thought, he's like, if you want to give it a whirl, let me know. Yeah, because Sean's one of these vape shop owners that doesn't vape anymore.
All right.
He actually got bought into the business as a silent partner, and basically both his partners were dickheads. So he ended up buying them out.
It happens.
Yeah, he's vaped a bit. He actually knows his stuff. He does research, and he's got a couple of, one of the guys there that that he knows really well, vapes really, so he gets a lot of advice from him. But it's a really good shop, man. Really laid back shop. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those you could just walk into and chat for ages. And
I love that kind of shop.
yeah, it's the way they should be, man. I hate those uptight real vape shops that
spend your money, fuck off.
Yeah, I hate that. They shouldn't be like that. Shops need a community feel.
Yeah, it does help. People see people in there chilling out and chatting. It draws other people in.
Yeah. I mean, and there's times I've been in there and someone's come in with like needing something that Sean doesn't know about, and I've just answered the question for him.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, cheers, Josh. Thanks." I'm like, "Mate, not a problem." He's like, "I didn't know that. I've learned something new." And he's like, "I know the customer's got the right advice." I know for a fact if he earned more money, he'd be like, "Oh, come and work for me," but he'd never be able to pay my wages.
Yeah, I had a vape shop like that. I was like, "You can't afford me. Not now."
Like, if you can pay me what my job pays me, I'll come and work for you, no problem at all. But trust me, you ain't.
So, anyone getting any vape gear for Christmas? Anyone got any plans? Obviously, Josh has got his on order. I guess that can almost be classed as a Christmas present.
Yeah, it was a Christmas present to myself. That Wicket Mono Light. I can't wait to get it. I'm also going to buy. I want to buy a Typhoon GT4.
Jesus, I thought Chris had fallen over there. I absolutely shit myself there.
No, I'm still on my phone. I'm trying to actually see the icons on the desktop of my laptop whilst doing the show at the same time. Trying to do a very smooth and unnoticeable transition, but
that was not unnoticeable.
Broken the chair or something like that. It's just come to.
Wouldn't surprise me one day it'll do it.
I know, mate. Oh, that'd been hilarious.
I like the way every week I get slack. Josh, don't clean up. He doesn't know how to use a Hoover. I've done plenty of cleaning up in my life. I'm the tiny one in this house, believe it or not.
Yeah, no. Who, what? Who?
Has Vinny finally lost the plot or something?
Uvavu?
I think he's finally lost the plot.
Iranu?
Don't matter. I lost the plot a long while ago, Chris. Let's be honest.
That is true.
Long while ago. Come on, someone come live. You tossers. Where's Johnny? We are supposed to be being joined by people.
Come on, people.
He's disappeared. Okay.
Bada.
Just talk amongst yourselves, folks. It's fine. All 8 of you want to.
Come on, people. Someone wants to come and join us. Have a bit of fun. Come and shoot the shit. I know you can shoot the shit in the chat, but, the link's just up there. Vinny shared it a minute ago. Hop on, say hello. You don't have to stay on long if you don't want.
No. There we go. Link there again. Just click on that and open it in some kind of browser. Try to build a fish cabinet one-handed. It's not easy. Bluetooth lights in a fish tank.
Yeah,
different.
cool.
Evening, Lucy. Happy birthday, my love. Hope you had a good day. How was today, wasn't it? Or was it yesterday?
This beer is really good.
Oh no, it's Chris too.
Bye.
I'll send it to you, Gav.
Just pouring myself another beverage. Question is, Vinny, do we now let Chris back on?
Oh, I think we might have to. I hope that's the right link I've just sent you, Gav.
Vape device of the year.
Oh, that's a fucking mighty big question. Of the year.
Now, would that be something that everybody agrees on, or would that be something personal to each of us?
On the spot, for me, we've got Nick down in the. Let's bring Nick on as well, shall we? Hello, Nick.
Hey, sports fan.
Yeah, I do, Uncle Albert.
You do look a bit Australian right now.
Australian.
I'm doing an Andy, chilling in my house coat.
Fight of the year.
Right, so for me, the first thing that comes to mind, and it's not a device I actually owned, but I think it did really well, and I think it was a really good price point. There's probably the Odin. The Odin, maybe not the 200, but the 200 or the DNA, because one, I think they were built really well too. They look really nice, and it was a 21700 DNA. It was fucking awesome. I just think that device sold the shit out of it. That for me is the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah, I actually loved the 200 that I got off you, Josh, and I was so pleased I could fix that.
That I know was actually released this year. Do you want me to let Gav up?
Yeah, bring Gav up.
Evening, Gav.
Hello.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
I don't know, right?
Really good.
Good.
How's the Vaporoni family, Gav? Oh, okay.
We're doing well. Hi, we're doing all right. We're doing what we can. So, yeah, just launched our new juice today. Yeah, last night. Yeah.
What was the new profile?
So we basically took our caramel custard or caramel crack, and we gave it 3 variants. So we gave it with toffee apple, there's a mint choc chip, and there is a blackberry crumble. Yeah.
Ooh. I think they'll fly out.
Yeah. I'm just telling you about that.
They're popular today.
I played with apple and added an apple concentrate I had to a few bottles of the caramel custard, and it was toffee apple. It was rather nice.
Yeah.
That's why I said I was so pleased I went with the apple.
Yeah. Yeah, toffee apple, that's what I'm vaping just now. It certainly seems to be my favourite.
Fair play. Sounds good. Have to give it a whirl. What you both vaping on anyway? What you vaping on, Gav? Apart from the toffee apple, you've just said that. But...
Yeah. Tidied up my SQ topside, and I've got the Mongrel RDA on top. Yeah, pretty good. Flavor's good.
Single coil though, I just can't get my head around them, and I just can't get on with them. I don't know what it is.
All single coil, Vinny. All single coil.
Even in this bloody thing, I've got a dual coil.
I mean, like, fair enough, 2 of them are tripods. One's the Skylar. But this Skylar's good, man. The more I use it, I really like it. But it's damn expensive.
Yeah, nearly 200 quid for a tank.
They're on sale. They're on sale at the minute for 125.
Okay, no.
Mate, it is one of the most unique RTAs I've ever come across, though. Like the way
the design
apart, the way you built it's. I mean, I know there was that whole thing of didn't Jay Hayes, this, that, and the other.
Oh, he designed it. There's no support. He designed it.
When you take it apart, it just seems very Jay Hayes.
Yeah, it's definitely a design. No comment, Lucy.
Megan Fox. In the thong.
Megan Fox.
Hopefully every year. Never happens.
Slightly inappropriate, Josh.
It's a classic joke.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I really want to try that, Nick.
Get in touch with Paul.
Does it taste like mince pie?
Yeah.
With cream, like real cream or no cream?
No, it's not got the cream. It's just the actual pie.
What about the butter and the jam?
Just the actual pie.
Yeah.
The most Mancunian accent ever.
You sounded so like Lee Mack skit about I was on the beach and there was a lady. She had something in her hand that looked like a pie, but it wasn't a pie. And what it was pasty by Ginsters. That's exactly what you sounded like.
So proper Cornish pasty then?
No.
Made in Plymouth.
No, we actually discovered this. It is literally just made in Cornwall. It's definitely not a Cornish pasty.
What's going on, Vape Ordinary, other than the juice line, Gav? You got a new come in? What's what?
Do you know, after the juice line, I think we're going to be looking at doing a wee redesign on a lot of our labels on the juice, and then, yeah, it's pretty much getting ready for next year and having a wee breather just now, right up till, past Christmas, and then, yeah, from there we'll be back into the swing of things again. Yeah, we've got a few plans for next year, but we're keeping a few of those close to our chest.
And hopefully stocking a certain reviewer's new juice line when it comes out.
I don't know who that is. No.
Can't be that good then.
Not bad.
I was going to say, mate, I reckon they could get Bogan Brews if they wanted to.
Didn't realise it made any juice.
Yeah. Yeah, we're certainly excited to try those out, Vinny. That's for sure.
Yeah, it will be. It will be eventually. There you go. Here's a question, everyone. What's your favourite UK juice?
Custard crack.
Well,
Simple as that. I love custard crack. End of.
that was obvious.
Or that.
Chris is about as easy to read as the Sun newspaper. Like, literally. It's just pictures.
Hey, the third page is always the best. Anything before and after that, not really worth looking at.
I love that.
Exactly. I was going to say exactly. Point proven. There we go.
So Nicky's mince pies. What about you, Josh? What would be your all day if you could vape one flavour
Urban
juice
Avenue.
the rest of your life, Josh? What would it be?
Fucking hell. I mean, at the moment, Nick is spot on Urban Avenue. I'm just in love with Urban Avenue. It's just phenomenal. And Vinny, I will send you off a bottle. Yeah, just this stuff at the minute. Like, I literally do vape it all day.
It's like that caramel custard, but
the other one,
the
other one that I vape is this one, same company, which is the Sunset Boulevard, which is the passion fruit peach. Those two at the minute, just love. But all-time favorite juice.
Yeah.
If they said to me, Josh, you've got to pick one juice to vape the whole of your life, it'd be Sad Boy Butter Cookie, without that.
Yeah.
What about you, Vinny?
No, Sad Boy's good. The custard cookie is my favourite Sad Boy, but yeah, I've had to pick a juice. It'd probably be caramel custard, but I'm biased, so.
You see, I can't really say anything other than caramel custard because I think I must have vaped 40 bottles of it in the last.
We had to increase our supply for that because you keep going through it.
I've never ever thought in my life that a review from me would influence a juice so much as that did, and the whole custard crack thing. That it was just mental, absolutely mental. What came off after that?
Yeah,
It's cracking stuff.
yeah. Well, we were tossing up calling the new juice line the crack collection, but then we kind of thought we probably can't do that.
It's close to the knuckle, isn't it?
It's a little bit. Yeah. You could have called it the cracked.
I think people get excited for the wrong reasons.
I said the
Yeah,
you could have called it the cracked collection.
even then.
Like, we cracked it.
Yeah, that would work actually.
It still means something different in Scotland.
Oh right, okay.
We'll just stay away from it.
Yeah.
Go in for the wholesome custard collection, just keep it nice and easy.
I'm surprised you guys don't have like a Buckfast flavour yet.
That might be in the works.
Well, if you need any testers,
true Iron Brew.
I literally live about 20 miles from where Buckfast is made. And guess what? Nobody in Devon touches the stuff.
No. That's because the cider's so good in Devon. Though.
I can literally go to the Abbey and buy it from the Abbey if I want to.
Yeah, I don't think those monks intended it to be drunk in Scotland.
I just like the thought of seeing Buckfast lorries just going out and just going and not stopping ever, just going straight up.
You know when they do that, like that program that's like inside the factory,
yeah,
like inside Buckfast Lee Abbey, and it's like you can see here that we just go, yeah, literally, it's like, and our most sold place is Scotland, and they just see the lorries just
right there.
And Ironborough, of course.
Yeah, we chased the lorries down the street.
Good old square sausage.
Facebook user, if you're going to use profanity, show us your name.
Yeah, square sausage and tablet.
We're very healthy. Johnny. We're very healthy at the moment.
Those kids are having a meltdown.
Hey, Johnny, how you doing, brother?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Johnny.
How are we?
Johnny?
How are we? Ah, nice one. Where's everybody else's?
The agent was coming on, so they ran.
How much will one cost me, Johnny? That's the question.
Depends what you buy, good sir, but I'm sure we could work out something special for you.
You don't need to work out something special for me. I'll just buy one. But
Josh, I've got a code.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nick's got the codes.
Can we stack them?
I'm not sure if Dean is joining us.
Oh, he's more than welcome to. We've got room for 4 more, so
it's whether or not he can remember that we're doing this tonight. Because it was his idea. Because normally my day to day is like I go into my cave, I make mods, and then I come out at 2, 3 in the morning, and I forget all about the outside world and stuff like that. So yeah, it's Dean was like, "You fancy doing the show tonight?" And I was like, "Yeah, that would be cool." And now where's Dean? Where's Dean?
He's in the pub.
Are you printing mods at the minute, Johnny?
No, actually, I've kind of downed tools for the festive period now. My initial goal. Can you guys see me?
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah. It was my goal last night to be doing more work and kind of be tying off loose ends this week, tonight/tomorrow. But I ended up falling asleep on the sofa, so that didn't happen. Hang on, I'm just looking for something to clean my camera with. Aha! There's always a microfiber cloth nearby in my workshop.
Literally, I've literally got a drawer just full of microfibers.
Yeah. They're well handy.
Soft bog roll.
This is my little vape work drawer. It's microfibers, my toolkit, and that's it. Drip tips.
Yeah. Also, that Facebook user is Graham Cook.
Hi, Cookie. Evening, Cookie. You sly little monkey.
So Johnny, how are things going in the world of Overkill? All good? Business good? Everything ticking on?
Quite good, actually. It still surprises me how well, in light of everything going on with COVID and stuff like that, how good stuff is going. Because when we started, I think that's Dean just messaging me now. Yeah. What's he saying? he's completely forgot about it because he's just sent me, bro, fucking bro. And then a picture of a recipe for banana chicken curry. So in mind right now.
Share that recipe with all of us.
Yeah.
We know for enjoying our food on here.
But yeah, in light of kind of COVID and stuff like that, the overkill story in a nutshell is I was basically left with the decision after getting kind of made redundant. The shop I was working in kind of didn't work out, so they had to let me go. And it was kind of left faced with the decision of, okay, do I look for new work or do I take my hobby and try to make it like a proper business and a good go of it, and not just something to kind of supplement my income. And then COVID kicked off, and the option of me looking for a new job then went from like just there was no point because nowhere was hiring. My partner was just going back to full-time work off her maternity, so we needed childcare. So it made sense. So I was like, right, overkill it is. Let's do this. And I'm humbled, if I'm being honest with you, by the level of support that we've got. And I don't know where Nick's gone. Because he's heard this story like 1,000 times. He's like, fuck it. I'm going there.
I'm bored.
Yeah, I'm humbled that we've had as much business as we had, and the reception of the mods that people do get have been so far great. There's been the odd one here or there, but that's with anything you do in life. So yeah, we're doing good, to answer your question. I don't get out much, so talking to other people, it's like, oh, other people, cool.
Other humans, ooh.
Yeah.
No, you're always more than welcome on here if you want to come and chat. So
I am always full of chat, unfortunately, because I talk to an 18-month-old all day, and she's pretty shit conversationalist, if I'm being honest with you. So
I know that, man. I've got a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, and yeah, they're
rubbish.
I think the 2-year-old's better conversation than the 5-year-old. In all fairness,
they just get worse as they get older.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Conversations with this thing.
Yeah, I've got one of those too, but top belly, just 100%.
Climbing up, trying to get to me.
I have to know, Vinny and JT and Chris, what cameras are you guys using? Because Vinny is like coming in like 4K.
Scarily. I've just got a Logitech C920. And
nice.
She's got the Porsche camera.
I use Sony A5000.
See, I'm on my. See, I bought this laptop, right? So at the very beginning, I was working off of a 5-year-old laptop, and a 5-year-old laptop doesn't do anything quickly, right? So I was like, if I'm going to be doing overkill stuff with like heavy CAD work, I need something a bit beefier. So I used my credit card and I bought this new laptop from PC Specialist. That's a fucking awesome ad. I bought this PC off PC Specialist that is just all singing, all dancing for kind of the work that I need it for. It games really well as well, but for CAD stuff, it is absolutely phenomenal. But spend all this money on all the awesome stuff, and it still only comes with a 720p built-in camera.
Yeah, man, the built-in cameras are never great, but yeah, it like the thing is to get a half decent, like a Logitech C920 is like a good workaround. I think Chris has got my old one.
That's what I'm using right now.
I mean, good lighting is the key as well. Like lighting makes a huge difference. So
the lighting in my room, right, is insane. So I used to have. See, I had this as well, but I thought it would have been too much.
Actually, that's better.
Oh, right.
Vinny needs to actually dim his right down to the lowest setting.
The light. So I had just like a normal bulb in here, and at nighttime when I was working, I couldn't see because when I like stand over the printers to inspect how things are going and stuff like that, and I could not see anything. So I bought one of these. I'll show you. Right. That is a 5-panel LED workshop light, basically, that is like 6,500 lumens. It is like fucking daytime in here.
That's right, man. That's right.
Even in the daytime, it's brighter.
The bulb in that is a £5 ice white, pure white light bulb from Asda. That only cost me about £6, and it's the only light I've got on right now.
12 quid off of Amazon, and it's like
I have mine dimmed down because mine's adjustable, my lighting, so I can off, on,
Fair enough.
Brighter.
So you get warmer.
Like,
see you. Put it back down. There you go.
Oh shit! What have I done?
I'm gonna send Dean. I'm gonna send Dean a selfie.
But yeah, this camera, so it's just a Sony mirrorless. It's the basic Sony mirrorless, but it does the right output and it goes into a capture card, so it's still the camera is still 450 and the capture card's at 100 odd quid. So
well, I mean, your picture looks phenomenal. So does Vinny's, and like I feel like I'm dragging the bandwidth down with the really shitty, like grainy camera.
The difference is we do this week in, week out. Vinny's ain't that.
Using a 10-year-old laptop.
In all fairness, Vinny looks great tonight, and Vinny. It's the best Vinny's ever looked. So.
I feel like Vinny's in the room with me, to be honest with you. This is like a miniature version of him. It's just sitting in the corner of my room. It's like Vinny on a shelf. Like he's going to get up to all kind of like vaping mischief when I go to bed.
You'll wake up and be loads of Vinny mods printed off.
Yeah, like just your face 3D printed, all the printers.
That's a scary thought.
Dean's just written back. Oh shit! Totally forgot about that. Vinny, I see you're a fan of the shelving, the industrial shelving.
Yes, I am. I need more. I've recently expanded my studio, so I've got like 4 times the space now.
How good are they though?
I've only got the 1 shelving unit, so I need to get about 4 more now.
I was so impressed with them. I've pretty much built my shop around with these shelves. So one, I made this is like my worktop area. It was an absolute tip right now because I was doing work on a PCB. But I mounted a television to the cross beams for the shelves that I didn't use for the space to work. And then on this side, I split one in half and made like a long kind of bench for a worktop. So for extra counter space. They are really versatile.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah, I'll be getting more, and because I've got a big massive workbench that goes right round this side.
Nice.
But it's not really viable to use for reviews and things, so I need to change all that out a bit more.
Nice.
That's why I'm going to see this half of the studio at the moment because it's all correct. So.
I'll send you the link to the ones I have because if you're looking for like worktop stuff, they're really deep.
Yeah.
Like they're really, really deep. And I've got another one like over here on the other side of this counter that holds all of my filament and what will be the resin printer once I get it fixed and it's back up and running. Well, I haven't ran it to begin with. I took it out of the box. I bought one right in the AliExpress.
Yeah,
they have like a massive sale, like their Chinese Black Friday sale, right? And I've had my eye on this printer for a while because the build platform is. Where is it? Gargantuan. So normally a resin 3D printer's build volume is like a mobile phone.
Right.
And this one is huge.
Compared to that, yeah.
So that's a 20S Ultra. So this is like tablet sized. I really wanted to get one for making silicone molds of like mods and drip tips and vape stands. And then cast them in like epoxy resins with pigments and stuff.
Nice.
Just to have like a kind of a premium range of like kind of not one-off. Well, I suppose they all are one-offs really, because there'll never be 2 that are the same kind of pattern or color combination and stuff like that. So so I bought it and I was an American inventor. Don't say that too often. Got in touch with me. And he was like, listen, these printers, they're great, but do yourself a favor, go on Amazon and buy a UV driver, which is the kind of the little control module inside of this that regulates the LED lights. He's like, the one they supply you with is pretty shit, and you'll find that your lights will go out really quickly. Get one off Amazon. They're great. And I was like, awesome. So I bought one. He talked me through what to do and everything like that. But now when I switch the printer on, the light is just on all the time.
Right.
So I got in touch with the company, and they're like, oh yeah, some of the printers were sent out with kind of a defect. Are you any good at soldering? And I was like, I dabble.
Just a touch.
And they were like, cool, just swap these two MOSFETs over and let us know if that sorts the problem. And I was like, oh, brilliant. Okay, so out with the soldering iron gun, and I'm all delicate like on the PCB, not realizing that the heat sink for the MOSFET is also soldered to the PCB. And here I'm applying gentle pressure, snap the leg off of the MOSFET, and takes the little solder pad on the PCB with it. So on to Google, how to remove MOSFETs from PCBs, and they're like, use a heat gun. They pop right off. I was like, oh, I don't have that. So on to the people who make the printer. I was like, well, I fucked my my PCB. What do I do now? So I'm now waiting for China to wake up and send me messages.
You're gonna be a poor guy.
Hopefully, because they suggested I fixed it myself, they just send me out a new one, and I can.
That's the right thing to do, isn't it? Try this because they're safe sending it back, but if you fuck up, we'll send you a replacement part 100%. I mean, luckily for you, you've got an idea of what you're doing. You know, for a lot of people, they're going to be like, what do you mean? What the fuck's a MOSFET?
Yeah. But no, it's a bit sad, but thankfully at this stage, it's not something that's a workhorse at the moment. Like, it's not in my rotation of stuff getting done. There's not like orders piling up behind the repair of that. So yeah.
So what are you vaping on, Johnny? Is that one of your own, or is that somebody else's?
This is one that I built for myself. So this is just a metal enclosure.
But I'll actually be ripping this apart soon because I've decided to finally build myself another like 3D printed lipo mod, our mini lip. I've become quite obsessed with how conveniently sized it is. It's just a nice, small, powerful little mod. So I'll be ripping the guts out of that and putting them into my mini lip. I'm a big noodle fan of just noodles in general. I pretty much live off of them. And I thought, as a nod to our predecessor Suicide Mods, I'm going to do a Send Nudes lid and OODS. And on the back, I'm going to do a vinyl cover that is noodles.
Nice.
Like actual a brick of noodles. So I'm vaping that and my mouth to lung setup that I've made, one of the mouth to lung mods.
So you actually do like you do like regulated mods as well as mechanical mods?
As far as I'm aware, and please correct me if I'm wrong because I hate doing research, so this might be entirely inaccurate. We are the first UK 3D printing mod company to offer regulated devices. As far as I'm aware.
Rebel Vape.
Apart from Rebel, like I mean, like
I really didn't want to mention that name because
we all know that Rebel sucks. So
Rebel's not UK though.
Yeah, they are.
Are they? Are they UK brands?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And they're fucking useless.
We are the second UK brand to offer 3D printed regulated mods, as far as I'm aware.
You're the only UK brand that will do that, and you'll get it working.
Yeah, mine's never worked. Ever.
In that case, I'm definitely getting in touch because.
Yeah, we still do the unregulated stuff, and I think to this day our best seller is the dual 21700 series mod that we do. I have a shell. Oh yeah, here we go. So this is one of the shells that's kind of just waiting to be kind of made up, but that's like one of the wide body. I think it's actually one of the blem mods because I wasn't happy with how it turned out. Yeah. But this one, so it's quite chunky, sits a 40 millimeter top, 30 millimeter top, sorry, but sits a 40 millimeter tanker RDA. And yeah, takes two 21700s in series or parallel. They've been selling like hotcakes, so they're quite popular, those ones. But yeah, I was like, we should start doing regulated stuff because I really like regulated mods. I wouldn't choose a mech as my first, like my kind of go-to vaping device. And then yeah, the fat lip. I was gonna go big or go home, so we came out with the fat lip, and then go ahead.
What lipos do you have in the fat lip, Johnny? Because I used to just purely run lipos at one point.
I use the Turnigi Nanotech 2.2 4S. I like them. They're good. They're good all rounders, good performers. They last a decent amount of time. They're good size as well without going bonkers. But yeah, but saying that, so because this, see what I mean? I talk a lot. Don't get out. Expo.
I'm used to it.
Because Expo got canceled this year, I was a bit disheartened because I really wanted to do like another showpiece mod. Like the first year I did like the big blue one. The second year we did the 500 mil squonkers, and then previous year we did the octo kills. And I was like, I want to do something bigger and more obscene. So I have this idea in my head to do a mod, a tabletop mod, a portable tabletop mod called the football. So if you don't know what the football is the briefcase that American Secret Service agents carry with the president everywhere he goes. And inside contains all of the launch codes, and basically it's a mobile launch device for all of America's nuclear warheads, right? So in my football, it will be in a briefcase, and I have the case here I can show you.
Oh man, I so want to see this.
And to think they actually let the Tangerine bloody have access to that.
Oh yes. Oh my god, you're gonna make that into a mod.
Oh yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And it will be powered by a 20,000 mAh 4S lipo, which is about the size of this mod.
Yeah, I've actually had a 4S lipo, Johnny.
Lines.
One of the like 20,000 mAh ones.
Yes.
And they're massive, aren't they?
I actually got it made by somebody, and I actually made them fit an internal fan on it because I got a bit paranoid about the lipo getting too warm.
So I have that kind of theory as well. So what this will be powered by is a 250C. Yeah. Or I'm still debating on whether or not to just make it like a PWM setup.
That's what we went. That's what I went with, a PWM on it.
Essentially, what I want is a tabletop mod so that you can plug up to 4 additional handsets to it.
Yeah.
And just walk around with my crew at Expo, everybody vaping out of my fucking man bag size.
That sounds amazing. It actually sounds amazing.
It's like, this is the kind of weird shit that goes through my head. I just go, what could I make that's big and obscene and will make people go, what the fuck is that? Because that is the best reaction, I think, that I can get. I'm walking around
when you went there massive, yeah.
And they're like, whoa, is that even real? Is that real, bro? Does that vape? Is that a vape? It's like, yes, it is.
Normally, my reaction to mods that big are, can I have a go?
Yes, which is like, no. especially with COVID now, like, it is the ultimate excuse not to allow others to sample your mod.
I sometimes think that people see a mod that size and they think, nah, it's just a huge mod with another mod inside it somehow, and it just like
yeah. No. I'm quite happy with this piece actually. This is one of our dominators, so this isn't one that gets made too often. And I don't know why, because they're a lot of fun to make. But this guy wanted a Borderlands themed mod. So we did him in the Galaxy Black, which is like this cool kind of glitter black. And then we put like the vinyl on the back.
Nice.
So it came out really well.
That is clean.
That is really going to America, this one. The Dominator is quite popular with the old Americans. And of course, it's got the 821-700s.
Oh, yes.
So
Not only have you got to buy the mod, you've then got to spend what?
Well, this is the
£70
reason that this is still here is because I said to the guy, he was like, "Do you sell batteries?" And I was like, "Not yet, but if you want them, we can get them in. I'll buy the batteries, and you just cover the cost of the batteries, and I'll chuck them into the package for you." And he was like, "Yeah, that sounds awesome." Well, he paid for the mod, but not the batteries, and I've messaged him like over 2 days now, and I've not heard anything back from him. So, yeah.
Yeah, I hear a lot of I know quite a few Americans. They all say the batteries over there are really expensive compared to over here.
I think so, yeah.
Really expensive.
Johnny,
I've got enough batteries.
Yes.
how much does one of them cost?
That one is a measly 250, sir.
That's not bad, is it? Not
Which
bad.
I think is a pretty decent price for something this retardedly big.
And completely custom made. Like, so
Yes,
that
so
was
every-
that whole board plan design and everything. That's incredible, really.
Yeah, so we've got a website now, thank fuck, because before it was all through Facebook, and my memory is terrible. So remembering to get in touch with people. So say if like 6 people got in touch with me, I'd have to remember to kind of converse with all of them to kind of get what we're doing, right? So I've been working with this awesome guy named Steve Bopit, who built our website and talked me through everything on how to run the back office and stuff like that. But he set it all up for me so that when you can basically go online, you pick the mod that you want, you pick the colors, you pick your button color, you pick the design, like you let us know what designs you want. You can include pictures of said like either reference material or actual graphics like that person did. He sent me that picture, and it all comes to me in just a really nice sheet, and I can go, okay, cool, let's make that. So it's very streamlined.
It's like Deliveroo for mods.
Yes.
Another question: do you accept kidneys as payment?
Yes. Yes, I
Yeah,
do. Because you never know when you're going to need one.
There's a question for you there, Johnny.
Oh, what was it? Ever thought of going the China route and make a multi-faceted 3D printed pod device? Technically, it's running hundreds of joules. No, and I'll explain why. So I get asked this all the time. Oh, can you build me a 60,000 mAh lipo in, or like, can you make me a 14 battery mod all in series? Like a 30-volt device, and I'm like, I could, because I contain that knowledge in my head on how to wire that up and design it and everything, but I'm not gonna, because I do not trust people enough.
Well,
anything over kind of the 8.4 volt. I once made a Dominator for, I'm sure we all know Trev from, or Ginge.
yeah.
He was like, go mental with it, and I was like, how mental do you want me to go with it? He was like, 821 700s PWM. I was like, okay. So I made him a 16.4 volts version of it. And to say that this thing was punchy would maybe be a bit of an understatement. I did not have any build to test it with. So yeah, I had to get creative with some wire and stuff like that, and it was insane. And even from my standpoint, somebody who knows how to build safely and knows all about the battery safety and stuff like that, like, you push that button and it was like, and I was like, well, that's fucking terrifying. I'm not going to be selling this to other people who will slap any build they like on it because it's a PWM, thinking it's regulated, and they're going to lose half their face and then go, that dude over at Overkill built me this, and I nearly died. And
I had that issue quite a lot. When I first got into lipos, I melted about 10 boards.
yeah,
I famously hit one at 800 watts and then tried another one at 1200 watts. Yeah, the 1200 watt one did not end well.
It's because Vinny's an idiot.
how does sulfur vape? I've always wondered.
I used to be power mad with my vape mods. That lost my lipo obsession 2 years ago. I think at one point I had about 10 different lipos. And yeah, I grew out of
it's the folk who haven't that worry me when it comes to making mods and stuff like that. So I've said to myself and to Dean, I was like, we are never going to make, unless we are, we know the person is extremely fluent in how a lipo works and lipo safety, because lipo safety, it differs from your kind of normal cell safety.
Yes.
And unless that person is 100% proficient in all of that, I'm not building an unregulated lipo mod to just put out there to the public. So all of our lipo mods are DNA builds. Yeah. It just keeps. I sleep better at night.
Blame you.
Yeah, no,
I sleep better at night.
Someone would be dumb enough and put a 1.1 build on it.
there's a reason that's not just you that says that. and there's not other companies out there that could do what you do and do it anyway, because they're all, luckily, most people that build stuff are sensible and they're like, no. And
I've still got my pictures though.
Well, that's good. You need them for things. Many
His
things.
face got mangled.
Hey?
Pity his face got mangled.
Can trust Christopher with a cheap shot.
I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry. I'm a guest here.
Don't worry, Phil.
Laugh away. He's got.
I have the power.
And because of your sensibility and still retaining all of your fingers, you can exert that power.
Yeah. Stay down there.
Vinny also forgets that I've got power as well.
It's going to be me. It's just going to be me in a second. But no, Overkill is ticking over nicely. This month has been a little there's been a little kind of lenient more this month, but completely understandable with Christmas and stuff like that. But I have a sneaky suspicion that come mid to end January, I'm going to get quite a big chunk of orders. I hope I'm all right. But
I might be coming in for an order for you for something slightly different. So see if you can do it.
Oh, it's going to be one of these. It's going to be one of these like 4 lipos in parallel.
No, not at all. It'll be.
Isn't a power man anymore.
I'm not a power man. No, every model
240 volt.
Everything I'm vaping tonight is at 45 watts or less.
Brilliant. That's why I like this little number. Like, I originally designed this for my girlfriend, who is a mouth to lung vapor, and I've lent her. I say lent her because fine. And I eventually got her onto like rebuildables because I was getting tired of her moaning. Not moaning. I say that if she heard me, she'd come through here and fucking smash me around. But I saw her every week going through like 4 or 5 coils, and I was like, get a rebuildable. I'll build it for you. I'll rewick it for you. They'll last you so much longer. I still change her coil at least once a week, but it's free. So I built that for her as a tiny kind of really lightweight mouth to lung device. And I just haven't got around to actually making her one yet. But yeah, it's just a nice, convenient, like little. It's the most pocket-friendly mod we make. The mouth to lung setup.
You see, that'd be the sort of size I want. But I might ask you to bung a die coach chip in it.
I made one for Richard Whirl over at Suicide that was completely unregulated because he wanted a single cell mech. And I was like, oh, we don't make those, but I could adapt this design here to basically take your single cell and have that nice clicky button, because everybody loves a clicky button. And he was quite happy with it. So, I mean, it's an option that we're going to be adding to the website as like one of the unregulated ones, and they will be pretty cheap.
I was just showing my clicky button and I turned my mod off.
Just love it that much. Yeah.
I don't have clicky button.
You've got a bar.
See, I was probably one of the biggest mech users out there for quite a long time, and my whole style of vaping over the last few months has just gone.
I was the same. Like when I first started, I think I started out the same place. Everybody does. Like at the very beginning, it was all like single likes, and then you feel like a proper vapor because you've moved on to like an ego pen, and you're like, yeah, this is the fucking life. Like, check these clouds. You know, and then yeah, I made the jump to fully mechanical like tube mechs and stuff like that, and I absolutely loved them. Yeah, I love the hammer. That's the Horseman edition. I'm so annoyed I missed out on that.
I got that from Paul.
Did you?
Yeah.
Lucky.
And then couldn't work out
No purchase.
The XL, the 21700 version that they had made, I was so annoyed when that came out because since I've started Overkill, when I was doing Overkill before as like a side piece, like I would use that money. Like obviously some would get put into like parts and stuff like that, but I never invested the rest of it into other things. It was just my fun money that I would then spend on vape stuff. And of course, when working in like a vape shop, I had like access to like all the juice and toys and everything like that I could get really cheap. Well, now that I'm like an entrepreneur and running a legitimate business, I am broke as fuck because all my money, any money that I get in, is pretty much earmarked for either bills or investing back into the business. There's no fun money left. So that's why I thought I was like, it's time to build something small for myself to have. But I mean, I'm also incredibly fortunate because folk do send me stuff as like thank you for mods, and this always boggles me because they pay for their mods.
Yeah, you get used to that. Don't worry.
I don't think I ever
Vinny
will.
loves his free shit.
I don't think I ever will because like somebody will spend like £110 on like a series box or $250 on a fat lip and be like, not to toot my own horn, but this is like their words, like this mod is awesome. Thank you so much for, making this. I want to send you some juice, or I'll send you a tank, or it's like, no, you've paid me money to make this for you. The service is complete. Like no thanks is needed. Like I get to eat, like because of your generosity. You don't have to send me stuff, but they do. So I'm incredibly fortunate to have my juice shelf there in the background. And a couple of very nice tanks and mods that folk have sent me over the months. So it is really nice. Yeah.
It is cool. I mean, obviously I did reviews and things with them and stuff like that, but yeah, you get used to it, Johnny. Don't worry.
I was watching. Yesterday I was off work here and I was sat here just fucking, what can I do? So I was just watching vape shit and I was watching a Grim Green vlog, and I always skip, if I'm watching a vlog, I always skip to like vape mail and then like the retro vaping segment, especially at the minute he's been going through like all his old boxes of stuff, and some of the stuff he pulls out, it's like, wow, that's fucking cool. But I got to the vape mail segment and some random guy from the UK had just sent him a thank you letter with like 3 quite high-end RTAs in it and a beer for nothing. And he's like, oh, thanks for that. That's amazing. Like, you don't have to do that. But it's like, what? Like, this guy's probably got everything in the world and you're sending him shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It just amazes me.
Yeah. But no, it's like I've said it before already, but it's quite humbling. Like, that I've had an impact on somebody's day enough that they want to send me something despite having paid me to do something for them already. It's quite a nice feeling. It really is. And I hope to pay back this generosity at some point. Once Overkill is kind of steamboats ahead and stuff like that, and I do start to acquire a bit of extra money, I would love to invest that back into the community with like either free giveaways with mods and stuff like that, or, kind of extra raffles and stuff. It would be cool to do that, I think.
Yeah, it works too. It works many ways eventually.
Yeah,
it does.
It's TikTok, man. I think I'm too old for TikTok, right? So my next door neighbor, he's absolutely lovely dude. His name's Sean, and he was like, mate, because we always have that kind of neighborly meet between driveways. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm taking the bins out, and he's getting his kid into the car. He's like, oh, how you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm good, man. He's like, are you busy? I was like, fucking Rams, dude. Like, he's like, you need to get on that TikTok, man. I was like, I don't know about that. And he was like, no, seriously, get on TikTok, man. You get loads of people just filming themselves doing the dumbest shit, and they get like millions of views, right? So I was like, okay, I'll have a look at it. So I signed up to TikTok, and I upload a couple of like old videos that I took ages ago and put on like Insta and stuff. And there's a video of me sitting in one of the shops that I worked in, and I'm vaping a bacon rasher crisp. Right? So I edited it to look like I just pull it out and go and blow a big cloud. And I'm like, oh, amazing. And I put some backing music too. It was just a bit of fun, right? That video has had over 1 million views on TikTok. And I'm just like, what?
Yeah, TikTok is very dangerous because you'll go on, you think, oh, I'll have 5 minutes. The next thing you know, about 3 hours has passed.
Yeah.
It's like, the fuck?
You stop and the rest of your evening is just this. You don't even intentionally do it. Like you just,
yeah,
it's a weird place. My TikTok feed is filled with either vapors, healthcare workers doing a weird dance to some shitty music, or women who are promoting their OnlyFans pages. It's very bizarre.
Yeah, mine's pretty much OnlyFans shit where they got the tits pretty much out. Very dark humor jokes. 80s and 90s cars. And lorries for some reason. I'm like,
Lorries.
Yeah, where the hell did the trucks come from?
It's like
What are you saying that, bro?
it's me on my Facebook. I get this guy who pops up who streams his video gameplay, and the game that he plays is like long distance trucker.
You mean Euro Truck Simulator or American Truck Simulator?
I think it's an American dude, so I think it's American Truck Simulator. But it's
I'll play
basically
that.
just him driving around in a big rig.
I really want to know how these games are popular. One of them was always baffles me, and I know it's hugely popular. Is
Farm Simulator?
Flights Farm Simulator baffles me even more. What the fuck?
Do you know they make accessories for that game?
What?
You get
I
you
tried
get a
playing that. I could not understand it.
You get a tractor steering wheel and then a center console that has like all the dials and like levers and shit.
Like,
Who wakes up in the morning and
the groups-
goes, "I'm going to do a bit of farming today"?
well, unless you're
One of the groups I'm with,
livelihood, then no.
I'm going to plow some fields. Plant some corn. Yep.
on
Go on,
one of the
Chris.
groups I'm with for Euro Truck Simulator, one guy has spent over £1,000 on just a steering wheel, a proper styled gear lever, 3 pedals, right, and a dashboard, which actually works with the dashboard in game. I'm like,
That's
why?
like
With
racing
me, I'm happily
simulators.
playing along on 30 quid, like worth spent on the
Yeah.
guitar game and an Xbox pad.
Like racing simulators totally get the whole like chair, steering wheel, multi-monitor sort of thing. But big rigs? Like
Actually, I quite enjoy playing ETS. I actually quite enjoy
I
playing.
love that you
Euro
really like
Truck Sim.
with the
It's
acronyms.
really
and
weird, but
everything.
it's one of them games you
You've
can
even
literally just.
abbreviated it. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
that is hardcore gamer talk right there. ETS. Yep.
No,
Gonna
everyone
jump-
just calls it. It's
Jump
better
into
than playing
Peterbilt,
Euro
we're
Truck
gonna
Simulator
4-hour
2.
cross-country stream of me just driving through America.
Oh no, I'll stream it. I'll just
People
do it on myself.
way too
I-
much.
I would not be able to help myself if I was playing a game like that. I would have to want to cause chaos and like run people off the roads.
You kind of
Or-
can't because like your trucks are literally limited to 55 miles an hour.
That's
Yeah, but
mad.
can you go on the pavement?
Sorry.
Can you drive them on the pavement?
Some pavements, yeah, it just depends. I got into trouble early on because I forgot I crossed over from England to Calais and I was driving on the left-hand side.
How many immigrants did you pick up though?
I was going to say, did you have the 10-hour wait at Dover at the minute?
I was gonna say, yeah, did you have
No,
to sit
it's
in customs,
literally-
like while your truck was inspected? It was like,
No, you just literally pull this massive. I had like this big, massive trailer with about 10 absolutely like 30-foot size Christmas boxes on the back of it, pulled into this train with like a gap that a Nissan Micro would struggle to get into. All right, click a button, it's like a few seconds later, I'm in Calais. I'm driving off and I'm driving on the wrong side of the road, completely forgetting I'm in France and they drive on the right hand side.
I tell you what, it's even scarier when you actually do that in person.
I don't know. I've never driven outside of the UK ever.
I have quite a few
so
times.
backwards. When I look back on my time in America, when I drove in America,
See,
it's
Trace,
so bizarre.
Goat Simulator is different league. Goat Simulator is different league.
I do not understand Goat Simulator at
Yeah,
all. What's the point of the game?
There is no point in the game.
Okay.
I tell you a game I'm enjoying when I get a chance to play, and that isn't very often, unfortunately. Elite Dangerous.
Elite Dangerous. Never heard of it.
Nobody's ever heard of it. So Elite Dangerous, right, is like a space flight sim, if you like. But it's set in the Milky Way galaxy, and everything, the data that they use is actual data from NASA in the game physics and how planets behave and like gravity. Like it's very, very deep. But this game has been around since 1984, if you can believe.
Bloody hell.
So it's been going for quite a long time, but graphically it's stunning. Like
where do I download it?
It's 20 quid on Steam.
Well, I'll get it in a minute.
Like once you got to get all the controls down, because there is a lot of controls. Because it is very
enjoy space games. Look into No Man's Sky.
I've got it. It is stunning.
That I love that game. I had it on the Xbox. Game. Well, I bought it for like £5 on second hand on my PS4.
Yeah.
Before I realised, well, after about a month or so, I racked up nearly 200 hours on it, and I didn't realise. Oh my! How the hell have I racked up this amount of hours on it?
It was such a hidden gem because when it was released, it flopped because the developers had promised this,
massive game,
40 quadrillion planets to visit in this completely procedurally generated, environment. And it flopped. It flopped. They couldn't deliver on a lot of the promises that they have made. But since it's and then they had this massive like return of if you walked into like CEX or cash converters or whatever, like everything was just all No Man's Sky trade-ins and stuff like that, and you could get it super cheap. But since then they updated it to death, and it is an entirely different game now to when it was released.
Do you know what I love about that franchise? The fact that every single DLC is absolutely free.
Yeah,
they do not care if you've bought the game secondhand or brand new. If you can ever find a brand new copy, they don't care. We're here for the long run of the game with the community.
The VR update was my absolute favorite one.
I really wanted to try the VR, but 150 quid for a VR headset on a PS4? Hell no.
Do you know what? That's actually a pretty decent price for it.
No, that's just for the actual headset.
All right, now the controllers of the camera.
No, that was just for the headset, 150 quid.
Bundles now that's 150 quid that come with everything.
Still, I'd rather spend 150 quid and buy an Overkill mod or something.
That I can't argue.
Oh, there's a plug.
I can't argue with that.
Chris being classic Chris. Let's brown those to the guest.
No, but it's true. That's then I would rather spend 150 quid on a mod.
Hang on. Let me check my
quid on a 3D headset.
Totally buttered. Good.
I'm only telling the truth though, because at the end of the day, I've got the first Spider-Man on the PS4. I did play at the Retro Arcade in Manchester, and I loved it. But no way would I be standing by my TV with a VR headset on in my house, not with my wife and my daughter about, because I guarantee they would do some shit to me.
You'd take it off, they'd just be unconscious on the floor. You'd be like, "What the fuck happened here?"
Yeah.
What is the brown thing on your neck?
It's Johnny shit.
It's really nice to hear Colin not giving me shit for once.
Oh, he has done. I've just not bought them all up.
I know. I can read the comments too. Hi guys, and Josh, you Tiverton monkey. I'm not from Tiverton. And Josh's TikToks, I've seen him dancing.
Oh, there's all the comments.
That's just for his only fan account.
I've often thought about starting an OnlyFans page, but for vape stuff.
Yeah,
where it would just be like me standing bollock naked holding a mod. Be like,
I would literally be paying you to put your clothes back on.
Can we get Johnny in on Moves and Tubes?
Moves.
Our calendar. That's our calendar. Our Christmas calendar. Moves and Tubes.
I'm down. I'm game.
I knew you would be.
I'm not even wearing clothes from the waist down for this. I just put my hoodie on.
Oh, so it's not just me that's naked from the chest down then, yeah?
I'm not even wearing a t-shirt. It's just really cleverly green screened. I do have to pick this bit green though. Like it's a bit weird. Like
Green body paint.
don't want to wear a t-shirt, but I have to paint all this green to perfection.
It's like one of those mankinis, the green mankinis.
Oh shit!
He was meant to wear one of them, but he never did. He wussed out.
I did wuss out. On the monkey. You are
See,
correct.
that is the kind of weird shit that I would do. Like, you wouldn't even have to bet me or like goat me. You just be like, Johnny,
Oh, just send it.
here, put this on, and be like, yeah, okay.
Just send it in. He can use that for the
We've
cabin.
got to get you on more often, mate. We've got to get you on here more often.
It's because I don't get out
bloody
much.
foot here.
I just don't get out much. I spend my entire day with an 18-month-old who is an absolute barrel of laughs. And then my partner will come home from work, we'll have dinner together, and then I'll go to work after she goes to bed. So normally about like 10 o'clock. And then I work from like 10 to like 2, 3 in the morning. And then I go to bed and I get up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and we do it all over again. But yeah, so we maybe go to Tesco's if we need like, toilet paper or something like that.
Tesco runs. I love midnight Tesco runs.
The Tesco runs are pretty decent. Like, but she's walking now. Not my girlfriend. She's been walking for fucking years.
I was actually finally got the feeling back in the legs, did she?
Yeah. My daughter is like proper, like she tools around. She's like a little wind-up doll. Literally get her dressed and just set her on the ground and she's fucking away. And so we walk up to Tesco and then back, and it's good fun.
Yeah, mine's about 2 miles away, my nearest Tesco's, and my daughter's 14, so she doesn't walk
That's
anywhere.
never gonna happen. That is never gonna happen.
She's literally just Instagram, TikTok, and WhatsApp Messenger. That's it. And it's always with a friend.
That is pretty much my life as it is. But you know what? I wouldn't change it because I think I'm really fortunate to be in the position I am. Not with Overkill, but just getting to be a stay-at-home dad. I don't think there's too many dads out there who get to spend the kind of quality time with their kids that I get to, or people in my position get to. And yeah, I wouldn't. My partner said I would trade you in a heartbeat if you could go out to work and I could stay home and spend time with her. I 100% would. But yeah, life is busy but good at the moment. So
I got that opportunity and I took extra hours.
Oh. The merch is new. Do you guys like the hoodie?
Loving the hoodie. Loving the hoodie. That hoodie's amazing.
Check the back out. Mine is the only one that has a logo this big.
I thought you was naked from the waist down.
Yeah, but Johnny,
They're painted on.
I got on, it needs to be that big anyway.
I was just, if Vinny got one, the front logo needs to be that big. And it would look smaller than yours is on you.
You would literally need a 30-foot gazebo.
You know what? We can get in these 5XL hoodies, and I'm not joking. It is like from the fucking sail of a ship. Like,
yeah, that's what I need.
My partner put one on, and it literally went past her knees with how long it was, and she stuck her arms out. And thank fuck we weren't outside on a windy day because she would have been fucking out. It was like she was wearing one of those wingsuits.
Like putting Hagrid's coat on.
Yeah, but no, the merch thing is going cool. We've got some more kind of merch stuff coming. In the likes of like winter hats, we're gonna start doing like beanies, like bobble ones that I think look pretty cool. Mugs. Who doesn't love a mug? So is that vinyl press or is that stitched?
No, it's vinyl press.
See, that looks really good. I was worried because I've got quite a large hat collection. For those of you who have never seen it.
Look on these cams, it kind of looks washed out. It doesn't look as green as it actually is.
My camera's better. So
that's quite good. See, I like how that looks.
So Paul Ataku's missus made these for us with our names on.
That's smart.
It's just a bit of I love the hat, but it's a bit short. Like it just. I know that's.
Is your head too long?
No, because like all my other hats fit fine. It's just this one. A mortal hat.
I've got 2 snapbacks that I actually really like. this one and a Vape Ordinary. Mostly because neither of them make my head sweat like it's in a bloody oven.
See, I've got all these hats, but I only ever wear this one, which is my Charlie's Chalk Dust one. Now, admittedly, I have never vaped Charlie's Chalk Dust in my entire life.
Really? You should do, man. They make some really good juice.
So I've heard. But
They're an amazing
the C for me is for my son, who isn't with us anymore. But I have plans on doing a proper like C hat. When I get my hat press for doing like the vinyl hat presses and stuff like that, I think it'd be quite cool.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. So somebody said they have a question for me. I think Helen.
That's my wife.
That's Vinny's
Hi,
wife.
Helen. Welcome to the show. What do you want?
I think the next question is, can I trade Vinny in?
All my words just went out the window. I had like this cool little spiel set up, and I just went straight into like dickhead mode. It's like, hi, Helen. What can I fucking help you with?
Welcome to LXV. We do it every week.
Is this my Christmas present getting ordered?
Cheeky.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Johnny, I think you might be in trouble.
I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to fill it up now.
Go on, dear.
Sorry, guys. Like literally, I'm sat here at home and I'm still getting work emails. So
What is it you do? What is it you do for a living, sir?
I work for a company called Richter Sounds.
Cool.
He doesn't
Is that
know
as
me,
cool
fans, I
as-
can't
is
read
that
it.
as cool as it sounds?
Well, I sell TV and hi-fi. Hi-fi is much more enjoyable. So hi-fi is what I'm into, apart from vaping, music, hi-fi.
Nice.
But yeah, perks of being management, I suppose. You just check your work. I have my work emails on my phone.
I literally cannot wait until Overkill expands to the point that I can hire other people to do the jobs that I really can't be fucked doing. Like, it's gonna be great, and I'm gonna go out that day and just sit in my house and have a beer while some poor fucker answers all the emails and everything like that.
You're like,
Hey,
yeah,
give me one of them LiPo mods, and I'll do it.
I think
I'll use your customer service.
I will pay you with mods.
the thing is, you'll have to get somebody else to translate Chris's writing back to you.
No, well, you'd be like, I got a problem with this. I dropped. Well, how did you break it? I dropped it. Well, fuck off. We don't cover it. There you go.
That's the kind of customer service you want. It will fuck.
I'm
off.
gonna put that on a website. Yeah, that's going on the
Dropped
website.
it. Your own fault. You don't cunt.
Warranty. All hardware is covered under warranty. Unless you drop it, then you're a cunt. Sorry. First thing I ever did upon
He's quite regular.
my phone off before I even got in the car. See, that's a smart idea, and I wish that was an option. But unfortunately, because I work from home, it's very hard for me to just leave the phone alone.
Yeah.
It's
I wish I could turn my work off. But the thing is, the wife will moan if I just knock her out every time.
If I turn my phone off, I might get a phone call from someone higher up at work, and if my phone's not on, then I'll be in trouble the next day. Does that make sense? It's just worth leaving it on. And plus, I could have a fire alarm call out, and we definitely don't want another fire in my shop after last time.
that would after last time.
Yeah, the shop I work at about 5 years ago had a rather large fire.
Oh,
So it was on fire for 18 hours.
oh,
Sorry, but why are they calling the manager when there's a fire? Surely the fire brigade would do a better job.
Yeah,
But wait,
the fire brigade were there, mate. There was 18 fire engines and 100 firefighters trying to put the fucker out. So
Well, there's fuck all the manager can do, then, is that?
yeah, I need to be there to. I wasn't the manager then, and I'm not the manager now. I'm still just a deputy manager, dude. But still, that's the worst position to be in because he gives me shit, and everybody else from below me gives me shit.
Johnny, we have the question from my wife.
oh!
She's the one who asked. Said I've got a question for you. She wants.
I did wonder after seeing Thornton.
Yeah, she wants your username on TikTok.
So I started a TikTok, a personal one for myself, and I uploaded one video and it got like 2 views, and I was like, "Fuck this," and I left it alone. And then eventually I made one for the business, but the business one is
She wants the one with the bacon thing on it.
the business one.
Yeah.
So on TikTok, we are at overkill_mods.
At overkill_mod.
I'll show you the video. I'll see if it won't load up.
Load it up, and I'll make you big screen, Johnny.
There you go.
Hold on. That's literally amazing.
There you go.
That's it. It's a 9-second video, right? But if I look at the analytics on it, it says that the video total playtime, now keep in mind, it's only a 9-second long video, right? Has been viewed 2,840 hours, right? So 2,840 hours to days is 118 days back to back, non-stop playing me vaping a crisp.
There you go. Just adding a few more bits to it then.
Nice. Nice. It's not even the best video that I've uploaded, I think. Like, there's quite a lot of content we put on our page.
What the hell's going on here?
Oh, that was like my impression of the typical kind of vapor. Is this kind of big bearded dude, and he's just like, "Do you even vape, bro? Bro? Bruh. Broski. Broheem." And that was it. Like, it was just kind of my...
I'm so glad I shaved yesterday.
Somebody asked me on TikTok, I can't remember, it's like, why can't you grow a proper beard? And it hurt. It did, because I am follically challenged. This takes months to get this, right? And I said, well, if I shave, I look like a fetus, and I can't get served alcohol when I go to the supermarket. So I have to keep something on the face. So it's either look like a fetus or look like a testicle. And balls aren't bad all the time. So I just, like, yeah.
1 second,
If
guys.
someone else is and you didn't ask for them, then they're terrible.
Hello.
Hello. She's come out.
Helen.
She's come out to the garage.
Hi, Helen. So sorry about my rude introduction earlier about asking.
Just kick Vinny out of his chair and take over.
Feliz Navidad.
There we go. Bye-bye, love. Never come back in my video again.
So what you've maybe talked about this before, and I do try to catch the lives as often as I can, which isn't very often. I chuck them up on the computer and watch them when I do wirings and stuff like that.
You're slacking off now then.
Maybe I know I am a shit patron of the arts. But yeah, what do you guys think about the whole kind of environment in America around vaping and stuff at the moment? Because I get a lot of kind of news out of America with like customers and stuff like that.
Well, since our American correspondent kind of left, we don't really hear too much about America.
Right.
I do. And I still do a fair amount of advocacy for that side as well. It's not great in America.
Do you not think it's a bit balls backwards?
Fuck yeah.
Do you not think, like, if you ever saw a penis, right, where the balls were at the front and the penis was at the back, and you look at it and you go, that's fucked up. Yeah. And then you look at just look at America, just from any direction, not even at the vaping angle, and just go, that's fucked up.
I am in no way inside. Like, these guys have heard me say some pretty strong views on America over the last few weeks. And,
I feel as an American, I feel as being an American, I kind of sit in the same category as, like, I'm allowed to say stuff that others wouldn't normally be allowed to say.
I say it anyway.
What a bunch of fucking retards. Like, honestly, like.
Yep.
So are you happier? I mean, how long did you live in America for, Johnny? Just
well, almost my whole life. I was born there, obviously.
Where are you from in the States? Just so
I'm from Pennsylvania, which is on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Famous for the Amish quilts and a disgusting sounding dessert called wet bottom shoe fly pie, which is not as bad as it sounds.
I've heard of that. So.
It's actually quite an amazing pie, to be honest. It's a treacle pie.
Oh,
It's very good actually. But it's an Amish dessert.
Is it as good as treacle tart though?
No. It's kind of on par, just bigger.
Fair enough, yeah. Because
Like-
it's American, it's going to be bigger.
It's like a black treacle, and it's like, so that's kind of the primary ingredient. And basically why it's called wet bottom is because the treacle kind of soaks through the crust at the bottom and kind of makes it very moist. And then it has like kind of a topping that's like a crumble almost, but not as nice. Yeah. That
Look at Vinny's face.
I've just gone to my
He's
happy
about to
place.
book a flight.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, and covered bridges. That's another thing Pennsylvania is famous for.
Yes.
Yes, covered bridges. Do you know what's really bizarre is if you were kind of picked up, if you went to bed in Scotland, right, and then you woke up in Pennsylvania and you looked out your window, it's actually not too dissimilar. The landscape and stuff like that is very similar. Just the people are absolute bellends in America. Like,
I could tell you've been in the UK too long. You're saying bellend for a start.
bellend, yeah, it's such a great word. Like I've lived in the UK now since I think since I was like 17 or 18. Since I was 18, I'm 36 now. So like I've lived here for quite a while, and I would not want to live back in America again.
No.
Like I'm quite happy here. They're gonna have to physically deport my ass to get me to go back to America.
Yeah, we
You've been in
UK.
you've been here too long, and is your wife English?
So my ex-wife, who I was married to, obviously when I moved over here, yeah, she's from Scotland. Yeah, yeah. I've got like 4 kids here, so like they'd have a hell of a time.
Yeah, they wouldn't deport you, dude.
Do you know what's really funny? When I was working, there was a time when I got a letter from the Home Office, and basically the letter was very blunt, and it said, "Your visa has expired. You need to leave the country as soon as possible. You have 2 weeks to get your shit together, otherwise further action will be taken. I.e., they will send folk to actively find me and escort me to the airport and deport me." And it all turned out to be a massive misunderstanding with my indefinite leave to remain. So I had a passport and I lost it. And then I had to reapply for one. And when I got it from the embassy, it didn't have my indefinite leave to remain. Right. So I then had to reapply for it, not knowing this. Had to reapply for the new biometric residency card, which is what you get now. It's not a little sticker inside your passport anymore. It's like a credit card. But yeah, during that it was very terrifying. Like, I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Like, I'll never survive in America. Like,
Could be on your 18th birthday. You get your pension sent to you.
Yeah.
My mate had it on his 18th birthday. The DWP actually wrote to him saying that they're going to start paying him his pension. So I'm like, what?
The fuck?
Yeah, you had to ring them up and explain to them, like, I've just turned 18. Oh, apparently to our records, you've turned 70.
Well done, government. Well done, government. Yeah, another win.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The government in this country isn't any better
No.
than what the American government is.
I mean, come off it. You've got Trump and you've got Boris Johnson, who are basically the same thing, just less orange.
The problem is our government want to be the American government. They're just doing
Which
a
is
really
sad.
shit job at doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I couldn't. I don't think I could bring myself to live in America after living here for so long.
Hey, we've got. I was going to say we've got a convert. Hey.
Yeah. Do you know, I wanted to at one point to renounce my American citizenship and become a UK citizen, but they charge like $3,000 for that.
Welcome to England.
You have to take a test, right? Like, oh, what hand does the queen
most
wake
spiritual
with?
file.
Some shit like that. And it was like, oh, is it cream and then jam or jam and then cream? And it's like,
No. It's butter, jam, and cream.
I would disagree with you there. I would say butter, cream, and then jam.
No, right. You don't put fucking butter on a scone. It's cream and then jam. That's it. Right.
Butter on everything. See, there's some things that my inner American just will not stand for. Butter on everything, man.
I'm not getting into this again, right?
I'll not be dragged into this argument.
I booted Chris because Chris is the guy that's like, yeah, I do butter, then I do this, then I put mango chutney and squirrely cream. I'm like, what the fuck? If you ever do that to a scone again, I'm gonna literally drive to fucking Birmingham and kick your fucking ass.
I just wish that there were some. I just wish that the UK, right? So this is what I've noticed about food in the UK, and especially Scotland. The Scottish love to put everything in a fucking roll.
Yeah.
Like literally everything.
Or a deep fat fryer.
Somebody asked me the other day, "Oh, have you had a chip butty?" Which is like it's just a chip sandwich. I was like, "Why?"
Yeah. If we love the food, we will put it on a sandwich.
Yeah. Like, no, a chip butty is an English institution.
I'm very sure somebody once asked me, "Have you ever had a sandwich butty?" And I was like, "Surely that's just a slice of bread between two other slices of bread. You were eating a stack of bread."
One of the favourite things I've ever heard of, never had this, is and Vinny's a lot closer. Vinny, how close are you to Wigan?
Not that close.
Probably you're closer than me.
Closer than you, yeah.
Right. So there's a thing in Wigan called a Wigan kebab, right? And what a Wigan kebab is it's a fucking steak and kidney pie in a bap.
Yeah, like you get like macaroni baps.
No, because that's yeah, a steak and kidney pie in a fucking bap.
It's so weird.
With what they call like pea whey, which is the liquid from the mushy peas that they put on top. It's like, you guys are fucking freaks.
What? No, that's like drinking broccoli water. That's just wrong. Like you need
agree with that.
Right, Paul, you're right. There is nothing wrong with carbs wrapped in carbs, right? Nothing wrong with carbs wrapped in carbs. Chip butty proves that. Carbs and carbs.
Never had what you know what the kicker for me was that was just like, no. My partner absolutely loves noodles, packet noodles on toast.
No, see, I'm the same. Super noodles on toast.
Super noodles
Really
should be a fucking crime against humanity, because I don't know what the fuck they are. Whoever thought, right, let's take these shitty noodles and put them in gravy that you reconstitute in hot water is wrong.
You're moaning about noodles on toast and things like that, yeah? All I'm going to say is PBJ.
Come on. Fucking bring it.
PBJ.
Which
Peanut
one?
butter, and American call it jam, but we call it jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly is an American institution.
You moan about us doing weird shit together, but come on.
Yeah, okay, but look at it from this angle, right? You just wouldn't sit there with like a handful of fucking jam or peanut butter, would you? No, you have to. It needs a carrier. As where a fucking pie.
No, I'll just sit there with the jar and a spoon.
You could eat a pie on its own. You could eat chips with your hands. They need to be like secure.
That's the glory of a pie, right? A pie is a completely self-contained animal. It's like
an English burrito. That's what a pie is.
That's the pie. Obviously, because I know the Americans in the UK have this whole like, the Americans like, you put meat in a pie. Like, well, yeah, like that's what really goes. But obviously, American
pies in America are like inherently like
sweet. They're huge, sweet, like usually fucking loads of cream and fucking all this shit. But both have their place, and I'd quite happily eat pie after pie any day.
Pork pie as well.
Americans do not understand pork pies, and I get that.
I have only recently discovered pork pies, and I'm not shitting you. I have just made my way through a 6-pack of minis with pork pies with pickle in them.
Johnny, after the show has ended, if you're still here, I will tell you a pork pie joke.
A classic, a proper Melton Mowbray is that there's not much better on earth.
You know what it is, and it really put me off in the beginning because I was aware of pork pies, obviously, but you look at them
It's the jelly, isn't it? Though
It is the jelly, but you look at them and you're like, how fucking long has that been sitting on a shelf before somebody decided to put it into some plastic and sell it in like a supermarket? It looks fucking rotten.
Have you tried pork scratching yet?
I love pork scratching. Pork scratchings, we have those in the States. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you one to try. The next time you go to a chippy, right? Ask if they'll do it, because the chippies up here will pretty much fucking deep fry a baby if you ask them to.
Battered chips, by any chance?
A pickle.
Battered pickles. Deep fried pickles, yeah.
Deep fried pickles.
Have you ever tried battered chips?
Yes.
Yes, they are quite good.
I have had battered chips because the chip shop in Exmouth just down the road from me has won the best chip shop in the UK the last 3 years on the bounce.
That was an amazing tongue twister. Could you repeat that, please?
I live in the Black Country.
You live in the Black Country. You have basically what you do is you guys batter some coal and you eat that shit. Right. Trust me. Google Crispies with a K in Exmouth. Literally award-winning 3 times in a year, 3 times in a row, best chip shop in the UK, hands down, wins it every year in the Crispies Exmouth. Google it. They're famous for their battered chips.
We don't do fish and chips in America.
No, that was one thing.
It's not a thing. There is so much good food in this country. Like, you guys have no idea how good.
Especially on the East Coast, I don't know about pets, but like lots of East Coast are famous for their seafood. Like seafood.
Oh yeah, like you get a lot of seafood, but nobody's gone. Oh, we could batter this and have fucking
beer battered fish.
Amazing.
You literally shove a bottle of beer into the batter.
Yeah.
And Chris, you live like 200 miles from anywhere that's got sea. So
I know.
God knows where you're getting your fish from.
From Grimsby.
Same place as the fish sticks come from.
Grimsby.
That is as close to battered fish and chips you'll get in America is fucking fish fingers. That is as close as you will get.
Or a McDonald's fillet of fish.
Or yeah, fillet of fish from McDonald's. Like somebody just eating that going, this is next level.
Yeah, I tried that and it just tasted like I was eating a Tesco's carrier bag.
It's horrible. And I don't eat McDonald's.
Yeah, I try not to. There's
only one thing that I really enjoy. Two things that I really enjoy from McDonald's, and that is the chips.
Oh, shit.
And I love them. And a double sausage egg McMuffin for breakfast. Yeah. Only because the sausage is it's exactly the same in America, the sausage you get on an Egg McMuffin, as it is here. So it's like there's that little piece of home for me.
See, the thing is that the wife goes to me like, "Oh, like I'm going to treat the kids or get McDonald's," because both of my kids, they're 2 and 5. They love it. No, but they love it.
Take them to Wagamamas or something.
Yeah, mate, my wife doesn't. My wife loves, but she doesn't like Wagamamas. They've got another place down here called Type I Dog. She's like, "No, we go there instead of like, no, we go to Wagamamas." She's like, "No, we go to Type I Dog." It's like, "No, we go to Wagamamas." Like, "No, we go to Type I Dog."
Hey, you guys fancy getting a dong?
Yeah, like, yeah, I know. Trust me. Yeah. I'm like, no,
a dong tonight. It's like dong.
I want to go to Wagamama's and just have 7 katsu curries in a row. Yeah. That's all I want in my life right now.
When I was in America, I had to travel a state over to find the nearest curry house because they're not big outside of kind of like major metropolitan areas. So like if you go to New York, you'll get like shawarma places, you'll get like curry places, you'll get like Chinese, you'll get all that sort of, kind of a cornucopia of stuff here that you would get here. But if you go to like where I lived in Pennsylvania, you are basically in the ass crack of America where people keep fat from bacon in a coffee tin to use later. Like I'm a proper redneck. Like I come from proper redneck country. I remember growing up, my granny had a double wide trailer, right? And in her front garden, so she had a huge plot of land. She grew her own food and stuff like that. She used to make sweets. That was her job in a farmer's market. She would make sweets, sell them at a farmer's market. And she grew her own food. She reared her own rabbits. And in her front garden, there was a kiddie pool and a sofa that you could sit on the sofa and just put your feet in the kiddie pool. And this shit was normal. Like, you got thirsty? No, you're not going inside. The hose is there. Just drink from the hose. Like,
so it's just like it is round by where I live.
Yeah.
Except for they have fridge freezers, TVs, wardrobes, and everything.
Yeah, my grand had a shed, and in the shed was a massive fucking freezer where we would keep all of the deer that we'd hunt in the hunting season and stuff like that.
Oh no, this is just tends to be full of either drugs or used up drugs or just it's broken.
Going back to curry, there's two Americans that I know that love curry. One is so whenever we have expo, the last couple of expos, we go for a curry with the guys from Evolution Vaping, usually courtesy of Pat Murphy at Half Moon Mods, and he was like, "We've come here, we're having proper curry," because he's like, "Can't, it's different over." He's like, "It's different over here, we're having proper curry."
Yeah.
And when one of my first introductions to Americans not really having curry was when I was younger, and I went to see one of my favorite bands up at Killswitch Engage, metal band, big metalhead. And Adam, the guitarist, came out. I was like, "Where can I get curry around here?" So we just literally pointed him in the direction of the curry house. It was an extra. He's like, "Go there." And next time they played, he came and said, "You were the guys that showed me to the curry house. Where's that fucking curry house again?"
That's awesome.
Like, you remembered us because we pointed you towards the curry house. And
But that shit's exotic to us in America.
it's just like, I need that curry again. I need that, and it's like curry. I need that curry again. It just made me laugh.
Man. Like, see, I'm a big chili head. Like, I'm a massive chili head. Like, the hotter, the fucking better. Like, I like my nose to be pissing of blood. Like, I have to be glued to the toilet seat the next day, praying to Jesus. Jesus.
I never had that issue.
Next expo, we'll all go for a curry. Friday night, curry.
Definitely.
Us lot, the rest of the LXV boys, we'll go for
I'm the kind of guy who goes into a curry house, right? We went, me, Rick, and a couple of other mod makers and stuff like that at last Birmingham Expo. We went into a curry house, and I looked at the menu, and I was like, mm-hmm. And I closed it, and I set it down on the table, and I was like, "Excuse me, sir, what do you not have on the menu that you don't sell to normal people?" And he looked at me, and he was like, it was like our eyes met, and he was like, "I know what you want." And I was like, I want that. And he was like, "I'll bring you the fall." And I was like,
the fall, man.
Bring me the fall. And Dean, who's sadly not with us tonight, he was like, "I don't do spicy food, but I really want to try a little bit of your one." And I'm sitting there like, okay. Like, and he takes a little bite of this, and I literally see the man turn a different color. Like, I'm sitting there absolutely loving it. And I see him just kind of,
like, when I was at school, I had an Indian friend, and they invited me over for tea one night, and they give me some food, and they goes, "Oh yeah, this is what we know you English people will like eating." I'm like, "Okay." I was eating. I was like, "This is all right. It's not that spicy." And my friend, like Gurpreet, he turns around and goes, "Mom, give him some of what we enjoy." Brings this plate over, and it's only like a sandwich plate size of like rice and a curry. I don't even know what it was. I'm not joking. You just sitting in front of me is making my eyes water.
See that is right up my street. There's a plate.
I cleaned the plate off. They were sat there in complete and utter shock because they had never seen a white boy ever just demolish the extremely hot curry.
Come on, white boy, come on in my heart. That's what Chris is like.
Sorry?
There's a great place called Wiltshire Farm Chili Co. Have you heard of them?
No.
Wiltshire Farm Chili Co.
They do like they're all about like chutneys and hot sauces and cheese and everything with chilies in it, right? Phenomenal ranges of stuff. Well, they've got two in particular hot sauces called Regret and Godslayer. And I've got a bottle of Godslayer that I keep in my shed because I'm too feared that somebody's going to touch it in the fucking refrigerator and then touch their eyeball with it and permanently blind them. But this stuff is like 12.5 million Scovilles.
Fucking
right. So I was like, "Oh, that's pretty hot. How hot is that?" So I went online and found out that the pepper spray that American police use is only half that. So this is like worse than that, right? So I did a live feed, and if I can find it on my feed somewhere, I was like, I had just got it in the mail, and I did a live feed of me just pouring it on a Pringle and just, and yeah, it's fucking hot, but it was so good. It's so good.
It's got to be Overkill's next mod, man, the Godslayer.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh. Complimentary
a
bottle of
spicy
hot sauce
burrito.
every order.
The God Slayer.
The Godslayer. Oh, wonder what that's
You got one
like.
called the Ring of Fire.
The Ring of Fire, where you just vape it with your arsehole.
Well, everyone says I've got a face like one, so
It's the suppository of vapes.
Isn't that what all the jewels are for?
Eh?
Isn't that what all the jewels are for anyway?
Yeah,
I'm a fat bag of shit anyway.
they just slide up on in there.
Well, then, sort of thing.
Mango Crush.
Right then, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up for the night. Johnny, welcome anytime, buddy.
It's an absolute pleasure having you on. I'm gonna hit you up for a mod, Johnny. Do I just hit you up on the page, or shall I just?
Yeah, get in touch. We'll have a conversation about what you're after. So just to keep things streamlined and like legit, we do all the orders like payment wise and everything like that through the website now.
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool.
And after the whole PayPal fucking
Fuck PayPal, man.
cock slapped everybody in the face with their fucking wangadoodle. Yeah, like fuck PayPal. I saw a guy like, and this is the first time I've ever done this, and I don't regret it. But the guy was on the news the other day, who's like the vice president of PayPal or whatever. I spat on my own television. That is how angry I was when he came. He was just I was like, and my partner was like, "Why the fuck did you just do that?" And I was like, "I have my reasons." Yeah, so no, fuck PayPal. We use Viva Wallet now, which is pretty much like PayPal. And very vape friendly so far. So yeah, we do all the payment stuff now through, but that certainly doesn't mean we can't have a conversation on.
No, we'll sort it out, bro. We'll sort it out.
Sweet. Well, thank you so much for having me on.
You are welcome anytime, Johnny. Anytime.
Ow.
Been an absolute pleasure having you. It's been a blast to see you. Absolute blast.
I really want to hear this pork pie joke.
Yeah, well, say once it's been this show's finished.
Yeah.
Literally, we'll finish in a second, but we can stay on and talk for a minute, so we can let Christina then. So, Vinny, do you want me to end it?
Yeah, go on then, mate. You can do it. I'll sit back and relax for a change.
Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Where's the ending gone? There it is. Bye.